What's up, everyone? Apologies for not a lot of videos the last little while. I've been under the weather. I actually had one posted and realized today that it failed to upload and didn't actually get uploaded. So whatever. Here we are. Finally finished my Karato, the Fox Hunter. And hopefully the Foxy partner of his comes at some point to my account. Probably one of the best champions in the game right now, Yumiko. But here we are. This is where I was able to get him. I still got some room to glyph him a little bit better. I just threw something on him just to throw something on him. But here we are right now. About 4,800 attack. Just shy of 100% crit rate, which kind of peeved me, but whatever. And then almost 300 crit damage. So pretty darn decent hard hitting. Got some accuracy on there. He's a little bit weak. He's a little bit squishy, but we can always fix that. Skill-wise, I did not max out all his skills. I just ran out of books, except his A3, which is basically the reason why he's going to nuke. And then masteries-wise, this is how I decided to build him. Again, with his passive, anything that increases damage is negated. So he doesn't actually get any increased damage passives to work. So something like increasing damage when you're full health doesn't work on him. Increased damage when low health. Increased damage on the first hit. Increased damage. So all of these passives that he has, or you have as options, anything that says increased damage doesn't work on him. So I decided to go down this tree. Increased stats, lifesteal. I just went this way because it's the only one in this row he could take. And then so places a shield if he does damage, and then here is if he does over 30%, recycle some of the skills. And then I went with Helm Smasher. Could have gone with Flawless Executioner to exceed 300% crit damage. I decided to go with Helm Smasher instead because I'm going to play around with him in the arena. And then support-wise, I just went down this tree, mainly because, get some boosted turn meter, get that chance to increase the debuffs, and get some accuracy on him. So he does need accuracy without Yumiko. Accuracy to land stun, block active skills, and of course that weakens. So there we have it. So we're going to go ahead and play test him now. So usually I would go with the Gerptuck. So we're going to play test him. Theoretically, Gerptuck's passive increases damage based on the debuffs that the members have on it, but his passive negates that. So we're going to test with and without Gerptuck just to see the difference. Theoretically, the damage should be the same. Okay. I have, again, so we're going to put up increased attack to boost his attack up, decrease defense and weaken to lower their defense and their weaken. Let's try without Gerptuck to start. She's only in there for the passive. And then we're going to go ahead, slow this down. Let's see how his damage looks with literally just an increased attack. Decrease defense and weaken. Okay, so didn't get that crit in there. Pretty darn good damage. We were looking at about 70k or so. So here we are. Let's give it a try again. This time we will use Gerptuck. Alright, so we were in the 70s, virtually the same amount of damage. So I think last time we were just over 300,000 and about the same. Alrighty, so there's proof that Gerptuck's passive means nothing on Karato, but damage-wise, still pretty darn decent. So we're going to give a team like this a try to put Karato in there. He's neutral affinity on Duchess, strong affinity for Candy. So Candy's passive, while under Veil, decreases damage by 40%. Karato will negate that. Same with Duchess. Has her passive to decrease damage when hit. He's going to place the buffs and Ally Protect. Theoretically should still work. Let's see, we will most likely go first. I'm still going to have Saris in there just to strip the buffs off. Okay, let's slow it down and let's see if we crit this time. A little bit better. All right, so we sat the plus 3 candy down and did some decent damage, of course. Oops. We'll just let it go. Hopefully we decrease. Okay, so Duchess does have some passive to eat some of that damage. We'll see if we can win this. I don't think so, but let's see. Surprisingly, it worked. So, I mean, ton of damage. That Duchess was quite tanky. Same with, like, the whole team was quite tanky. But that Candy pretty much had, like, no health. But there you have it. I mean, for a team like this, I didn't think I was just going to end it. Ended up being successful. So, all right, so let's see what happens here. Who do we have? We have a Rotos that is going to negate that damage. So theoretically, that his passive should counter Rotos's passive. Let's see if I'm even going to get a turn in here. All right. So here we go. Let's see what happens. One shot, one hit, Rotos down. That is the power of Karato's passive. So there you have it. So I went with one piece perception, one piece crit, one piece crit damage, just to get as much as I can get out of him. I could still work around some of the skills. If I put him in the lead, he does have the 20% passive, so I could theoretically get less crit rate, more crit damage. But he's a pretty darn good hitter. He works great for teams, I would think, in some of the Doom Tower teams, where there's lots of Duchesses or Rotos, and you have those multiple champs. I think he would work great there to kind of eat away at that damage. He is also good, places a stun for 2 turns. Does need some accuracy to land, but it's a place, which is, always going to land kind of idea. And then again, if Yumiko is on the same team and this skill kills, he gets another turn, which is that much better. So I think he does work better with Yumiko, but he does hit hard. He does come in handy in certain situations. I finally have him built. He's going to go on my faction war team. But there he is. Karato, if you fused him, great. If you didn't, hopefully you don't get Yumiko, because this guy is pretty darn good with her. But otherwise, we'll catch you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.